Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, this is Those Guys with your host, Matt Marrero, along with your other host,
Tristan Walter.
It's a weird day, Tristan.
Yes it is. Why do you keep giving me these weird things to watch?
I don't understand. This is your precious Star Wars. This is Star Wars. If anyone ever asks me, what is Star Wars, I will show them this. And
Matt, I will personally find you and punch you in the face if you ever do that.
No, but I would too. I'd punch me. But will I ever find myself? No, but seriously.
You might after watching this.
No. Here's
Isn't
the
that
thing,
what
actually.
the moral is, Matt?
I think it is. Or leaving a planet that you don't like, of people that are different than you. I think that's the moral.
And having, nowhere else to go in the galaxy. But okay, whatever.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the interesting thing. Actually, I got to be honest with you. I like this movie, or this TV special, more than I did the last one, and I know the last one literally had no bar whatsoever to top. The bar was set so low, all an Ewok had to do was just walk over it. There was no jump needed.
Sure, that's true.
But I don't know. There's something. Okay. No. There are things that are wrong with this movie.
Same time.
No. There are things that are wrong with this movie, duh. But I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the rubber suits, right? Because of having an evil galactic king, just the general fight scenes. They knew how to put them in there to make sure to hide plot.
The fact that we have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yes, we do. I'm not saying it makes sense. No. I'm not saying it made sense in the sense that, little girl going with the guy that she sort of just met, that was weird, yes. I'm not saying that that's not weird. I'm just saying that, it made, you could follow it. I'm just not saying that you could follow it.
I mean,
no.
I'm not sure what exactly you were following because I'd say about...
Okay, there was a battle. I'm confused. It was pretty simple. They were going to leave planet. Guy was like, no, you have power source that will find me great power. No, we don't. Yeah, you do.
What?
Now you all die. That's the problem.
I don't see what he was trying to use the power for.
That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. I understand if you're going that far. Because and mind you, I'm not saying it's that far. I'm saying that I'm not saying it's not basic shit. What I'm saying is for you being like, I couldn't follow it. It wasn't like it was artsy, it was just all a fucking Picasso painting. No, it was laid out in front of you. It's just that all you have to do is think a little bit more, just a teensy bit. And you're like, but why? But I'm saying that basically they laid out a story that you could follow. I'm just trying to say that, okay,
the last movie... to me, had a plot, family crashes on Endor, trying to find family. Oh, family is captured. Ewoks help you. Get family back. Everybody happy. That made sense. That was simplistic.
Right.
Yes, that was incredibly simplistic. But that at least was coherent throughout the movie for me. This just gets fucking weird, and I no longer know what the villain is what are you doing aside from give me power or die, I think.
Well, yeah, that was the one problem with the villain. I'm not going to say that the villain was fleshed out well at all. In fact, the villain was actually one of the biggest problems in the movie. While I loved his design, his temperament and lack of any kind of compromise whatsoever made me sit there and just go, wow, you're so simple as a villain. All you can do is just scream.
Yeah. I think that was probably a part of it.
Because, it's just the idea of, you only have one fucking wizard. You have one witch. And you're just like, I will kill you if you don't do well. Do what well?
Yeah.
That's what I'll give you. The idea that while there are some villains and there are some evil, even evil people, right? Evil dictators, types like that will just assume you know the information and won't take no for an answer. But I will admit, yes, it does feel weird that, it had to have been her. That I'll give you. The idea of just like, shut up, it doesn't have to be this family. What the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'll give you.
And I mean,
but also, I have to say, clearly they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, the villains, because it was just like, you have to connect it. No, you don't. It has to be a magical word. Okay, you guys are fucking idiots, too. No, you noticed that. You noticed that. She was like, you plug it in. No, you don't. Evil Empire, everybody. Evil Empire.
Okay. That and what the fuck? They have a castle? They've been, like, have they booked, like...
Yeah, they have a castle.
They must have been here for years. And they've just now decided, oh, we have, people crash land and they have power. It's like, are you trying to leave the planet? Like, okay, if they had at least mentioned, yes, we want your ship because we want to go out and take over the galaxy, I would have been fine. I'm like, okay, makes sense. Simple, but I get it. Gotcha.
Yes.
I would have completely glossed over the fact that there's a fucking warrior race of God knows what hiding on the moon of Endor and has not, already taken over the moon and destroyed the Ewoks at this point. I would have completely glazed over that because, all right, fine. They're only coming out of the woodwork now because now they have what they need. Fine. Would have taken it. But
no, that I'll give you. Like,
they
I'm not
didn't
trying
even
to
go
say,
that far.
I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to say that, what's it called? Because it's hard to explain. Because, like, again, to me, I don't know. I can just sit there and feel like they don't have to be the ones running this. They're just there.
I just feel
we were given no backstory. We were given no backstory to the idea. So, like, we don't know if there was just a castle there and they were just, like, chilling.
I just feel with how aggressive they were being throughout the movie that there's no way that this conflict would have just happened, now.
Oh, no, I understand. Like, it felt like they knew what the fuck they were doing. They weren't just a random bunch of...
Yeah. At the beginning, it felt like they knew what they were doing. Then about a quarter of the way through the movie, it felt like we've completely lost direction of what these guys are for or doing bad guys.
I don't mean as writers. I meant like they knew what they were doing, as in it felt like the villains, right? We're just like, we're pinpointing this, we know what's going on, yada yada yada, and then it's just like, wait, that, like, I get you. It's like, but you guys, like, you aren't just a bunch of random, like there are a decent amount of you is the point. If there were only like 5 of you, or like an army of you, and then the main bad guy and his second in command, it's okay. But they had enough bad guys to, be extremely confusing. Yeah. No,
that was a big clan, that came out of the castle. It's like, what? And
it's interesting,
I find it even more confusing because it's like, I mean, okay, I'm guessing they don't place this anywhere in I guess the best way to put it, they wouldn't place this in any sort of canon timeline because the only thing that I can kind of piece together is that, okay, Wicket has been exposed to humans or, basic language, which English, throughout the galaxy, that he's able to start speaking it. Granted, the family, the kid and her family, have been there long enough that probably, back and forth with Wicket.
Few years.
Yeah, he's kind of picked it up. I get that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, this must be set, like, note how the movie uses the battle for Endor, not the battle of Endor.
Yes, my bad. I called it Battle of Endor. I also, last time, the last special, I called it Star Wars. It's not called Star Wars, actually. Funnily enough, if you want to now hit me over the head with this, both specials start off with the phrase Ewoks and then give you the title.
Right.
So, So it's Ewoks Caravan of Courage, not Star Wars. And this one, of course, Ewoks Battle for
Endor.
Not of.
Right.
For. As if they were having a bad copyright battle with themselves. I don't...
exactly.
And
yet Lucasfilm is still at the beginning of this.
Yeah, it was thrown all over the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
But
nowhere do you see Star Wars ever mentioned.
No.
But it feels like it must have taken place after the movie because if Wicket could speak as well as he did to this little girl, and he meets Leia in the movie, I'm pretty damn sure that's the same Ewok. He would have been speaking English to Leia.
Pretty much, yeah.
But at the same time, if the Empire had come to the moon of Endor while they're building the second Death Star and found any of these guys, granted they either knew of the Ewoks and didn't give a shit, or they didn't find them. But if they saw this freaking castle, you bet your ass they would have leveled it to the ground or exploited them as, mercenaries or whatever have you, or, labor, anything, So that's why I'm confused as to, have they been here a long time? Did they just do this? Or
I don't know. The most confusing thing to me is that it's been about, I think it says 3 years? Yes. 3 years after what had happened.
In the first special.
Yeah, I believe 3. Because the point is that the dad just changed so much.
Yeah, it's almost like as if he was a different person.
Not just that, a different person that we know.
Oh, God.
Do you not know who the actor was?
I'm bad with actors.
Let me see if I can find him. Where is he? The fuck was the dad's name? Right there?
See, you don't know either.
No, because I had the dad, I had his wiki open and everything, and now I don't.
Right.
And I'm like, that's weird. Going on.
I guess. So while you look that up, I guess I'll let our audience in on a little, what's going on here. So, this is a few years, like you said, after the first special, and the family that was saved, mom, dad, brother, and sister are all happily living with the Ewoks. And then all of a sudden, these, steel armor-clad, almost orc-looking guys with blasters show up and just start raiding and burning the Ewok village. And mom's already dead at the beginning of the movie. And
I'm sorry. Let me clarify. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong section. Sorry. 6 months passed. Though it's really funny how the brother because here's the thing, right? Well, the girl looked the same age. The brother definitely went through puberty.
Yeah, definitely. I would have said Sybil's definitely older too.
She was, but it wasn't that much.
Apparently.
It was still able to, they were, in my opinion, they were able to, dress her up really well to not look as
I guess.
Old. Also, the actor for the dad, by the way, Paul Gleason. Let me see who, he sadly passed away about 10 years ago, but I can tell you that, I'm trying to think of, I'm going to eventually find a movie that there has to be.
Good luck.
Because when you see his face, when you see Paul Gleason, you're going to be like, I know that face.
Yeah, I mean, he looked familiar, but, God knows if I could point him out from anything. But,
exactly.
Yeah, so mom's dead, and then, Sybil runs in, I've got to help brother. Brother blows up. Sorry.
Woo!
And then goes and finds dad, who is being tormented by the leader of these orc blaster people on Castle Endor. And
also,
says,
by the way,
give me the power cell from your ship.
By the way, did you know that guy's brother is actually Dr. Zaius from Planet of the Apes?
Huh.
If you look at... No, but seriously, look at the fucking face, right? I love the designs of a lot of these guys. Not even just the guys, just the general villains. I love their design so much because it felt like something straight out of Power Rangers. Which, mind you, right, for everyone that goes, Power Rangers ripoff, am I right? False. This special came out in 1985. Power Rangers didn't come out until 93.
So if anything, Power Rangers is a ripoff of this.
Kick you in the fucking face. You know what Super Sentai is. You fucking know what Super Sentai is. You go, fuck yourself. Fuck everything you've ever loved. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck Star Wars. Fuck everything.
And now you know how I feel.
I don't even have to say fuck Star Wars. All I have to say is Ewok special. Because Mother Ewok special.
Yeah.
Oh, you stupid mother Ewok special. Ewok
and then
specialing, come on! Anyway, like now you can put ing or in apostrophe at the end of Ewok special, and it still conveys the same meaning. Just Ewok special, man. Hey, fuck you too. Anyway, but seriously though, I love the designs, very much out of, obviously not Power Rangers because it didn't exist yet, but Super Sentai had since the 70s. But even if you're not going to go, if you still want to go Japan, we can talk about Godzilla, Ultraman, and a bunch of other Japanese live action superhero stuff from the past, right? Before Power Rangers existed. Hell, some even before Super Sentai existed in the 70s, or even Kamen Rider also in the 70s as well. But if you want to go before those, and you don't want to stay in Japan, right? You want to jump back to America because America, right? Planet of the Apes, and not just Planet of the Apes. We also have Flash Gordon, something that you and I both know, and a lot of people out there know. And if you don't, well, here you are. Lucas is a huge he's a big fan of Flash Gordon, and Flash Gordon appeared before the 80s. There were older serials of it way back in the day, some even in public domain now, right? And these serials, it's just like, it's really interesting how he wanted to actually make an adaptation of Flash Gordon. And he was told no. Yep. And then Star Wars became a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's awesome, but hilarious. It's a bit, it's just, it's funny because we always use negative, negative examples, right, of people trying to do something like that and then shifting it and then making their own thing, like how Twilight fanfic became 50 Shades of Grey. Right? Yeah, we always, did you know that or no?
I unfortunately did.
Okay, yes. So stuff like that, right? So we always make jokes and stuff, but it's like, no, in this case, Flash Gordon could have just been another fucking Flash Gordon movie in the 70s. But it turned into Star Wars. And here we are today.
Yeah.
Talking about an Ewok special. But anyway, so those characters...
God damn it, Matt.
I was 2016, everyone. I was really fucking loving those designs, though. I don't know, I think that they added on to the film the same way in the last film when we had, the Godzilla type, King Kong type special effects of, having the giant ogre, right? Yeah, it was an ogre, centaur, ogre, right. Against, these Ewoks. We now have something a bit more grounded, right? A bit smaller, around their size. But it's just as cool too because you have the the fight in the forest. It really just felt I don't know. I think it was just done well. Right, the fights, and I think it helped cover up some of that patchy plot. There was literally any plot holes. There's a hole over there. Perfect. Just patch it up with some good action, and it worked for me. Where last movie, not as if there wasn't good action, but I don't know. I think that it felt as if it was spread out a bit too thin, and of course, again, it wasn't hand-to-hand combat stuff like that. Though I have to admit, the second Noah fought the king, or whatever you want to call him. The captain.
The leader.
I sat back and I was like, the leader. I was like, well, from 1 to fucked.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. Basically. Right, that's what you meant. When you were like, you can become Obi-Wan. I was like, what does he mean? Because I was ahead of you. That's what he meant.
I sincerely thought, Noah's going to pull an Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? He's going to fight the king, and he's just going to be he's going to hold that staff in front of him and be like, if you strike me down, I should only become more, and then his head gets chopped off, and he doesn't, turn into a force ghost. If you strike me down,
I will only become more diabetes in my death.
Oh, my God.
By the way, that's Wilfred Brimley. You know that, right?
Oh, my God, really?
That's why when I told you, Wilfred Brimley, that's diabetes guy, if anyone doesn't know who Wilfred Brimley is.
Oh, God.
That's him. Also, by the way, I haven't seen him in anything else, but this is not his best work. This is not really his... I wasn't a big fan of his acting presence.
Really?
I wasn't a big fan.
Never guessed.
No, honestly, it's funny. Before you mentioned what you mentioned, even though I knew a little bit of that and I had it coming in, but not too much of it, I wasn't that much of a stickler as you were, but stickler in a good way, because I like, when we're sitting here talking about plot and shit, right? Instead of just instead of like fanboying over something, it's like, it's good to, have some plot. So plot discussions. But anyway, so yeah, I came in mostly with going, wow, Brimley, what are you doing? And then also with the leader, like, leader, why you scream so much? And that was just my general feeling coming into this. Because again, I think even though I will admit, right, starting off the movie the way they did does make you feel as if the last movie was slightly worthless because you just killed all of them off. But at the same time, it is a great way to make you connect to this girl. Like, wow, I feel really bad for you. Like, I'm rooting for you. No, because last movie she starts off and she's sick, right? We talked about it. It was like, okay.
I even said to Matt before the show, so her whole family just died. Do you feel bad for her now, Matt? Do you?
And I texted you back. I was like, yes, with a smiley face.
And I love it. I'm like, what the fuck, Matt?
Right, I
texted her family just died. She watched her dad die in front of her. Jeez.
But the thing is, again, I'm not saying I wanted the parents to die. I'm not even saying in the last movie I wanted the girl to die, It's
totally
just the idea that when she was sick, right, we had just met her, and it didn't feel like it didn't really tug at the heartstrings as much as I think they wanted it to. And then in this movie, which, by the way, another thing, too, didn't think the characters would come back.
Yeah, I didn't think they would either.
So that's what intrigued me, because I know both, I saw the posters for both movies, but I didn't see any trailers or anything. So when I saw the poster for the first one, it really did look like Luke was going to be in it. You see the girl in the background, whatever. The second poster, I believe I saw it from a distance maybe. I didn't really look at it up close. So all I see is the Santa Claus-looking motherfucker, which we now know is Wilford Brimley. But at the time, he looked like fucking Santa Claus. So I was like, Battle of Endor featuring fucking Santa. And
Christmas comes to Endor.
Ho, 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 this empire is gonna get a gat up its ass. Star Cruiser. That's right, we're gonna ram a Star Cruiser straight up there. Takes a shot.
Ho, 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 Merry Empire must submit. You heard me? No.
I don't know why I just thought of, maybe it's I don't know why my thought was, we're not in the 70s. I sat there and I was like, Santa Claus, we have Santa Claus on one side, we have the fucking stormtroopers on the other. Santa's like, Darth Vader is one bad mother, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
What? I'm just talking about Darth Vader.
Oh, God.
I don't know why that's the first thing that fucking popped into my head. I love it. No, but seriously, though, yeah, so I didn't see the little girl. I didn't realize, we're continuing. So even the fact that they continued, I was like, wow, you got good for you, I guess, right? You continued it. You aired it on ABC again. You thought this deserves to be put on ABC.
Yeah.
Again. And then you kill off her, right? Again. And then you kill off her entire family, which, again, in a way makes you feel like, why did I watch the last movie? But honestly, if they had started off the last movie with something like this, my God, immediately I would have been like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And it just makes you connect with this character so much because of everything that she's lost. And being such a young girl and everything that she's lost. And then bringing in the character of Noah, them connecting really helped because, again, they both suffered loss. So it really did, it felt more genuine and nicer. So I guess maybe I'm just thinking of it more from a dialogue or from a potential, because again, I think compared to the last movie, some of the, I guess, concepts I enjoyed more. But I think I agree with you in that in practice, right, and how they were fleshed out, sometimes they just weren't.
Yeah.
And that's the big issue. Also, I think the problem is for me, not trying to say that Super Sentai has concepts or Kamen Rider concepts that aren't fleshed out, but, Super Sentai and Kamen Rider do have some really fun and wacky shit from what you've seen as well.
Right.
So sometimes I can accept certain concepts.
Right.
Without having a long, well-needed explanation. But sometimes, not all the time, again, just sometimes, because, I mean, you saw Z-Ranger with me, right? 2 episodes.
Yeah.
What became Mighty Morphin eventually, like the first ever season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So you saw, Z-Ranger with me, and while they did explain things, right, they told you, hey, listen, we existed during the dinosaur times, right? They explained it to you, but it was still you sitting there going, I have to accept this as fact. They told me I have to accept this as fact. Or Bandora becoming Rita Repulsa in the in Power Rangers. Bandora, it wasn't actually on the moon. I think in America they put it on the moon, but no, I'm sorry, reverse. It was like Planet X or some shit. And it was just funny because it was just, I'm free and now I'm coming to Earth and I'm attaching it to a skyscraper and everything, and you're just sitting there and you're like, I have to accept all of this.
Right.
It's a lot to take in sometimes, some of the craziness.
Yeah.
But so that's why for me, I think, it, for some reason I'm able to, but of course, listening to you again, you make sense. So it's like, no, I have to come back. I have to think rationally and understand that just because there were people in rubber suits, the way God and/or Zordon intended it, does not mean that I should just wash away.
I think it's what bothers me is that okay, obviously even if they're not using Star Wars as a name or anything to do with the title, they're still using characters of that universe. They're using the Ewoks.
Right.
And I'm fine with the idea, like, okay, it's a big moon. Maybe there are other people. But at the same time, there should not be a castle and warrior race on this moon with the Ewoks, and this conflict has not come up before. Like,
Let's
if
be
they were
honest,
space
though,
pirates, if they were space pirates and had crashed there, like the other people who crash landed on this planet, I'd be fine with that. That's still I don't know, it's just, this doesn't really fit in the universe. If they had taken a different planet, or it's not even a planet, it's a moon. If they had taken a different planetoid, and made this fantasy setting with it, I would have been fine with it. But the fact that they've used something that's already been introduced and they're not drawing on that even little bit of connection to the Star Wars universe is what makes it really, like, choppy and is not followable to me. Yeah. It's like if they had just made them like space pirates and we need your power cell to get the fuck off this planet and get back to raiding the galaxy, like I said, it would have been completely fine with this movie. I'm like, okay, we're good. That's fine, But they just went in a completely different direction. And like, I'm not saying like the fantasy elements have no place in Star Wars.
I
like
think that might be
there
why
are definitely other planets that had more like fantasy ideas, like the idea of like magic, like the sorceress would use. Like that's also seen in other Star Wars. Clone Wars does it too with Dathomir. It's not like it doesn't have a place. The Star Wars universe is a universe. It's a big galaxy. It's a big place. Got a lot of different people with a lot of different stuff. So it's not like I'm saying it can't have those elements. It's just like, just try and be connective a little bit, just a little bit.
In the actual plot of the special itself. No, I get you. I mean, there can be a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot of deserts apparently on the forest moon of Endor, but
yeah. Another point I made about the last movie.
Exactly, and they're here as well. One thing I think I have to say that you and I both agree on 100%, we can't argue this whatsoever. That scene with the dragon was so fucking metal. Let's be real here. No, let's be fucking real here. Tristan Taylor Walter.
You don't even know what my middle name is.
TT Dubs, listen, okay? First off, all right, I'll still keep it TT Dubs. Your middle name will become Tabitha. Anyway, the point is that Tristan Walter, are you telling me that if during the dragon fight and when he had the girl, if you could hear the song, not as it was happening, but it wouldn't be out of place if you heard, "Holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, come on. You telling me you can't hear Dio? You can't hear? You telling me Dio? Telling me that wasn't so fucking metal? Fuck you, that was fucking metal. Metal as fuck.
I mean, yes, I enjoyed the scene.
Yes, I love it. Metal as fuck. You're sitting there in a fucking business, fucking like instead of suit, just business attire. Yes, the scene was quite enjoyable.
I enjoyed the scene, yes.
Fucking Tad Strange from Gravity Falls. I don't know if you know who that is. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
I know the series, but I don't know the character.
There's a clip of when fucking I think they were all sitting in a town hall meeting or something, and Seuss was just like, things around here are a bit of Tad Strange. Other than, strangely enough, Tad Strange. And it's just a dude dressed up in a suit with like short combed over hair, black hair, going, "Hi everyone, I'm Tad Strange. I like bread."
God. Okay.
Like he's always so fucking calm. Like during the finale, not going to spoil anything. There's a point where you see Tad Strange, and he just says, "This will scar me for life." Like that's how he speaks. He's just so soft, and it's just, "Hi everyone, I like bread." And it's just like, "Hey Dad, hello sir." Like that's just how. So I'm just sitting here. I'm like, it's so fucking metal. I quite enjoyed the scene myself.
Yeah.
Dear God, I'm gonna cut my hair. I can dress up as Tad Strange. No, if I cut my hair, I'd look just like him.
I love the fact that, Wicket's looking around. Like, they're in the cave looking around. They've just gotten away from the pirates, and, Sybil's family just died. It's like, oh, okay, we need to get out of here. And, he's trying to put together his hang glider, which he conveniently had up there. He finds He finds this bone spear, or this sharp bone, a bone with a very sharp and pointed end. And the dragon comes out and starts coming at him. He does not immediately start, using it like a spear. It takes him a few seconds. It's like, Wicket, you use spears. Come on. You can figure this out. Please start attacking it. It's going to kill you.
Dear God, I understand.
I started laughing to myself. I'm like, are you seriously not going to use that to defend yourself? I mean, that's pretty much... You couldn't have picked up a better piece in this cave right now to use as a spear, and yet you're not using it as a spear right away.
Right, I get you.
And then, so the dragon takes it and breaks it. Okay, fine. That's fine. Picks up a stone, throws it at its head. Nails it. All right. Nice shot, Wicket. Just pisses off the dragon even more. Okay, maybe not the best plan, but still, if you nailed it in the eye or something, that would have been great. Sybil picks up fire. There we go. Wave the fire at it. No, we're going to throw that at it too. Okay, maybe not my first initial plan, but throwing the fire at it, okay, probably scare it, right? Nope, doesn't give a flying fuck about fire. That's strange. And then it just picks Sybil up and runs out, and Wicket's like, well, I'm going to fly after this thing with a hang glider and drop rocks on it and make it drop Sybil so I can save her. Oh, wait, we're thousands of feet in the air, and he just dropped her. Crap. And he catches her. He catches her with the hang glider. She goes through it and makes a hole in it, but he catches her. And then they crash land on the forest floor below, not hitting any trees. On the forest moon of Endor.
You're saying you wanted them to hit trees and die. You wanted them to die right there.
No, but they should have hit a fucking tree. And they didn't.
And they would have died. They would have died, you fucking
With the way they hit the ground, Matt, you're telling me they shouldn't have died from that fall? If they at least hit a tree, they would have grabbed the branches.
They weren't coming in that hot. Also, they're very tiny. They slip through all the branches. It's a little girl in an Ewok.
It's a big fucking tree, Matt.
God. Jesus Christ. The point is that a little girl and her Ewok friend finally get away from evil, potentially galactic, and then have to fight a dragon.
Yeah.
Good God. And then they have to meet Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
immediately tells them to get the hell out of my house.
Which made sense, but then you felt it too. You felt the whole, wow, he kind of got over that way too quickly.
Yeah, it was just because at first he's like, I don't know who you are, you're strangers, get the hell out of my house. It's like, okay, all right, fine, but they're children. I mean, okay, maybe Wicket because he's an Ewok and you're not sure because he's a strange creature, but you've been here a long time. You're telling me you haven't seen frickin' Ewoks before?
Right.
And a child. You kick a child out of your house.
Well, again, clearly he's a dick, but the point is that he comes around. I'm cool with him coming around. I just think he came around a bit too quickly. Also, he clearly knows that those bad guys exist. He knows that those bad guys exist because he said it could be a trap. And then later on, the magician, she ends up, the witch, she ends up being a very enticing woman. A very, hip, she looked like, because here's what I'm trying to say, right? She literally looked like she popped out of the 70s. It was weird. If she wasn't in that white outfit, she would have been, smoking a doobie with a flower headband, just going peace on, man. And there's magic in all of our hearts if we just believe.
I'd feel there'd be a 70s type-esque conclave on Endor in the Star Wars universe, trees everywhere, it's nature. I could see it.
I'm happy you see that. I see more of a militia.
Oh God.
I see more of just I see more just humans just camping out, just it's just us. We're not dealing with any of that empire.
So
here.
You see a rebel base.
No, not. It's funny. You see them more as rebels. I see them more as just I don't know. For some reason, I feel like rebels, it's we're fighting for a cause. They're more just we seceded. We believe in everything the Empire believes in. We just don't exactly admit it, and we're trying to run our own little mini empire here. That's what militia, I feel in the Star Wars universe would be.
Yes, but
we hate big empire.
For anyone who feels like that, they are part of the Empire, whether they want to be or not.
No, because they've essentially seceded. So they're just we don't report into Vader, but we believe ourselves to essentially be we have our own little mini economy here. But they're not rebels, because in my opinion, the rebels are we're fighting against the Empire, fight the cause, right? Fight for the cause. Militia just nah. These communes, just nah.
Yeah. And it's they're wearing stormtrooper armor, but not the helmets. The helmets are tricked out or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
oh, good God.
Weren't you part of the Imperial Army? Or, you enlisted as a stormtrooper? Yeah, but we don't follow their code. What? What? You
know what? I'm
such
an ass.
Again?
You know I'm such an ass? Just we don't follow their code. We're individuals. You're all clones! You're all fucking clones! Just starts getting mad. Just fucking breaks everything in the fucking...
It's Matt, you can't just call people clones.
Just fucking breaking a table with a fucking hammer. Just, you're all fucking clones! We're individuals, okay? Only 95% of the time does my fellow stormtrooper finish my sentence.
Oh my God.
You're all fucking clones! This is a madhouse! A madhouse!
Oh God.
Oh, good Jesus Christ. Anyway, good God. We need to wrap. We need to bring this back around somehow. I mean, it's still talking about Star Wars. We got to bring this back around somehow. I got to sit down and I got to read. All right, let me see. I got to read. What is the first note I have here?
Oh.
No, don't. No, don't. That woman will eat you, child. Do not trust her. Oh, okay. Whoops.
Okay. But here, have some wildflower pies while, your family and tribe is trapped in God knows where and maybe dead. We should go look for them.
That's the point, though. I don't know if they were, like, to me it felt like more of a, we got away. Are we going to go back to help them? They're dead. No, literally, like, she's talking to little tiny Ewok. Are we going to go help them? He's like, Star Cruiser, crash.
Oh.
They're done. We're just
wow.
trying to live, sweetie. We're just trying to live.
You gave up on your family real quick.
No, like, the thing is, though, it's very interesting. Like, to me, I don't know. I don't think of it more as giving up. I think of it more as, like, when you live in a world like that, the second someone's kidnapped, it's just like, yeah, no, they're dead. Like, we live, like, I don't know, like, because we've seen movies like, like Taken, and where Liam Neeson goes to, get his daughter, and then other movies like Taken 2, where he ends up going to find his wife and daughter, and then movies like Taken 3. Sometimes you just wonder,
I just want to see a Taken movie where he's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Is Liam Neeson a bad dad? Is Qui-Gon a bad dad?
I mean, I would be surprised if he was a dad. He was a Jedi.
You look at Qui-Gon, and then you look at Obi-Wan, and then you look at Anakin, and you think, was Qui-Gon a bad granddad?
Oh.
Because he was a good dad, but... no, but seriously, though, all jokes aside, yeah, I don't know. I feel like in that world, it's more like, I don't know. Like, of course, we see some of the more fantastical, elements. We see the more fantastic elements in certain movies. Where it's like, no, we have to go save them. But in this case, I don't know. I just feel like you're kind of sitting there and you're like, no, my friends are dead. Like, they're not. Well, that's kind of why I was a bit more relaxed.
I guess, yeah.
And then when she got kidnapped, it was like, oh, thank goodness you guys are still alive. Not gonna lie, thought you were all dead. Really fucking happy about that. Really fucking happy. Don't think I'm not, Jim. Fucking Jim. Giving him side eye. Fucking Jim.
Jim Ewok.
Oh, God. Jim Ewok. It's just like, literally, he's just like, his name is Jim Ewok, and he's just like, from now on, I will not be Jim Ewok. Because I will denounce my Ewok ship. I will just be Jim Ewok.
Oh, God. Yub, Commander.
There's like one dot. There's one dot. Jim Ewok.
Oh, God. And he wants to join the Rebel Alliance.
Good God. I love when you told me about that. I don't think we ever talked about that on the fucking podcast, but we don't have the time.
No.
We don't have the time.
I need to show you that passage.
You do.
Oh, but
anyway.
I did want to make one comment on what you just said.
Okay.
When they were trapped in the caravan, and they were saying, oh, we need someone who can fit through the bars and get out, and they, said to Sybil and Wicket, like, oh, you guys can fit. It just felt like, oh, you can go out and go get help. Now, if you think about it, the first special, when they're on their little caravan journey, they stop at individual Ewoks' little homes. That huntsman guy, the one that died. Yeah, I guess that's why they didn't get him for this adventure. But at the same time, there must be more of those, right? Why couldn't they get one of them and go help and get the Ewoks freed from the caravan?
Wasn't it by accident? They weren't looking for the huntsman. They were looking random people.
I think they were. Even if it was like they weren't looking for him specifically, they ran into him and said, "Oh, we could use your help." They were looking for people to help.
Only the girl said, I think. I'm pretty sure one of the Ewoks, if not the Ewoks that were with her, were just like, "No, we don't fucking need that guy. He's an ass."
Well, that was the brothers' take, I thought. Like, oh, we don't need any help, and the other Ewoks are like, he's pretty cool. We could probably.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that. I felt like it was the Ewok that was just mostly like saying Ewok language and kind of being like, ugh, like, with kind of like, nah.
I think the Ewoks were totally down for it.
Oh, okay, interesting. That makes me feel like now I'm thinking the kid was an Ewok. That's great. Well, shit. Whoops. Anyway, but I want to talk about Noah for a second because here's the thing, right? I do think that it makes sense that his character would see them lighting a fire and would kind of just be like, you know what? and kind of be a dick about being nice too. Because I can see certain characters, there are a lot of characters that I think we've seen in cinema, and movies and books, whatever, that they're going to be nice, but they're going to be a dick about it. Like, you shouldn't. You're going to burn this down. And this is the place where you should have a fire in my home, where you're currently in, my home. Like, that's nice. But, it happened way too quickly.
I think he was just too aggressive at first to turn around that quickly. Like, if he had been like,
saying. Yes.
If he had been more like, you're kids and I should help you out, but you might be, spies for those other guys. I can't really trust you. That would have felt a little more, like, flowed a little better. But instead, he was like, get the fuck out of my house.
You know what he was? Yeah, no, you know how he reacted? And I have to be honest, haven't even, what's it called? I haven't read all of the books, right? But I know the passage, and I've seen the clip from the movie, or if I have seen, I think I've seen the movie itself as well. The scene where Dumbledore, different actor for Dumbledore, the newer actor, talks to Harry about putting his name in the Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, where in the book it says, like this. And in the movie it's just like, you fucking put your name in the fucking Goblet of Fire!
Yeah.
And stabs Harry a couple times.
Get your ass over here!
He kind of stabs him a couple times with a wand made out of glass and razor blades.
Yeah.
And Harry's just like, I'm sorry, Dumbledore. And he's just like, you're not sorry, you're fucking dead.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? No, sir, I promise I didn't. Are you sure? Yes. I still don't like you.
Basically. So I was very mad. So in this case, again, a similar situation where he's just like, did you put your feet in my house on fire?
Now you're trying to set my house on fire. Get the fuck in here.
Brimley.
All I could hear was like Smokey the Ewok. Only you, only you can prevent forest fires on Endor.
Basically, it is kind of interesting because it's just like, you want to start a fire and burn the entire moon? I'm
pretty sure the Ewoks have been using fire and not set the moon on fire, so I think they're okay.
Yeah, pretty much. But when there was a fire, when we played Star Wars Battlefront in our Let's Play series, those guys play, located on YouTube. I noticed there was a fire because one of the ships exploded. It was kind of just like, that's fire.
That's different. Yes, that's not controlled, and that's more potential for explosions. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so what happens is, right, as we're not wrapping things up just yet, but we're pretty close to wrapping them up. Want to mention though, so we have the girl get kidnapped, right? So she gets kidnapped, and now an Ewok, the Flash, and Diabetes have to go and find her. Look, let's be honest, man. That creature was the most overpowered thing in the fucking galaxy. Now, I know its strength was pretty much non-existent, but with how fast it could move, that thing could basically stab Darth Vader. No, if you gave that thing the proper, not even the proper training, just the proper equipment, literally just what was that thing? Ow, 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 ow. Just stabs him right in the fucking throat.
Are you saying the Empire should have trained them as assassins?
That specific being, yes. I don't know what tribe or race it was from. I can't remember, but it wasn't an Ewok.
Or maybe it was the only one left for that reason.
Well, the point is that they clearly must have had something even faster to take that fucking thing down. Your accuracy must have been on point. And remember, stormtroopers. So I really don't know what killed those things. Yeah, no, like Darth Vader must have forced the shit out of them. And even then, he must have just made a force blade, if you will, covering the entire fucking radius, hoping he'd get some. Because they are fast as fuck.
To quote Han Solo, that's not how the Force works.
Shut up. I'm sorry, man. But he can't just sit there and be like, I'm going to force choke them. If they're moving at, mind you, more than one are moving extremely fast. I know it's just like, feel it. Yeah, you're going to feel one of them fucking punching you in the face. With how many of them? No, because one of them, yeah.
You're going to feel one of them playing with that Lego light bright on your chest in about 5 minutes.
Good God. You know, that's the funny thing, too, by the way. Just like, I think he may have pushed the eject button. Like, literally fucking shoots Anakin out of the fucking Vader suit.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm done.
Anakin Skywalker blasting
I
off
can't.
again!
I'm done. I'm done with this podcast. I can no longer. I can't.
No, but seriously, though, I'm sorry. That thing was literally the most overpowered thing. Like, thank God it was stupid. Because it slammed right into that fucking stone, that stone. And I was like, thank God. Because if you were just a little bit smarter, you'd be next on the fucking Jar Jar Binks theory of being a Sith Lord.
Oh, my God.
The power that thing could potentially harness with its super speed. Because once I saw that it had super speed, I was like, what? Because I thought I blinked wrong. Like, I thought I was like, I blinked. Maybe I didn't see it correctly. No, just... I was like, fuck.
That was an editing error, right? Oh, God, it's not.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. Oh, by the way, here's something else I want to talk about. The witch, right? I felt weird about them not letting her out of the jail cell until she said, no, don't take that, it's mine. Because up until that point, it felt like they were letting a powerful ally slip out of their hands.
Yeah.
Like they had a potentially, because think about it, right? He being the pirate king or captain or whatever the fuck leader, he was the leader. But by doing something like that. What?
Right. No, continue.
Sorry. But by doing something like that, by putting her in a jail cell, you've kind of made an enemy out of her. Again, the fucking idiot, right? Yeah. So that's why I think he was stupid. So, he made an enemy out of her. So, like, saying, I'll let you out, I was like, yeah, sure, that's just fine. But then it's like, no, don't let her out. And the fucking keys went in the fucking drain. I was like, wow. She learned, like I looked at this little girl, and I was like,
no, she's evil. Okay.
No, not that. It's like the second she when she hits it out, like, no, don't save her. She's evil. Let her rot in the fucking cell. Yes, let the hate flow through you.
Yep. Like, future dark side.
She's basically, like, she was, like, her entire family died nice, old, like, Rebel Alliance members, even if they really weren't. Just died nice Rebel Alliance members. She lived long enough to become the villain.
Yeah. I mean, little known fact, like she becomes, not a lot of people know this, Matt, but she becomes one of the most deadly Sith assassins in the galaxy.
The saddest thing is, here's the saddest thing, right? You're messing around. There's a novel that did that. There has to be. There has to be a novel. There has to be a novel or audio series, like audio drama, that talks about her, talks about this specific Ewok adventure, and hopefully, most importantly, talks about why in the hell the bad guys got there. And after this show, I'm going to look it up. And honestly, if it's about these bad guys, I might buy the novel.
And after this show, I'm going to write it so then you can look it up.
Are you saying you're going to commit copyright infringement? We're firing you.
Okay. But I mean,
I'm kidding. We'd have to
pay
you to fire you. We have to pay you to fire you.
She's got, her family is killed. She's exposed to the terrors of war. She has to leave the second to only home that she's ever known and her best friend to go off into space with this old guy that she barely knows. And
yeah, that was the one thing I was like, are you fucking serious? Because
she is all the makings of a Sith.
Yeah, right? Dear God. Oh, my God. He was Palpatine's brother.
Oh, God.
No, but seriously.
Noah Palpatine.
Yeah, right? Just it rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? No, but seriously, though, Yeah, that was a weird thing. And that's one of my biggest problems with the movie. That was another thing I needed to, bring up that I think really made it, a bad. And the problem is, though, is that this isn't the first time this has ever happened in a movie, right? The thing is that I don't know. I think they've gotten a bit better with it, where in certain movies nowadays, they'd either do a lot more to try and foster that relationship, or, more importantly, they wouldn't do shit like that because they know, even if they tell us 80 years have passed in movie, right, in movie timeline, we've only experienced it for an hour and a half.
Right.
So we don't get that same connection regardless, no matter how many times they try and tell us, no, you have to understand, right? They're connected, No. Because in movie, they've only, even though they might say, no, they've known each other for a week or something or whatever, even though it hasn't been that long in their fucking universe. It's been, not even a day. But, maybe, no, I'm sorry. Yes, it has. What am I saying? 3 days, tops. But anyway, the point is that even if it had been longer, still, to us, it was just an hour and 20. And I'm going lower only because he didn't appear in the first 5 minutes of the movie. They waited a bit till he showed up.
Yeah. I would even say, it really doesn't make any sense for either of them to leave the planet. I mean,
he might want to experience the world now, but her, if she wants to, the problem is that it made it seem more like come along when she could have been just as happy with the Ewoks.
Happy, yeah.
The problem, though, is, here's the thing, this being a prequel, why was she not in the movies? And that's an issue.
Yeah.
No, because this was a prequel to the last two where Ewoks appeared. So why was she not there when they said hi?
Right.
That's the problem. Because you had to do it that way. But it comes off as really fucking weird.
Yeah, because I just feel like, okay, even though she had a home before this, she has nothing to go back to. And I guess there are plenty of ways she could integrate herself back into the galaxy, but, she has a loving foster family, technically, right here. If she wanted to, I guess his ship was really the only way to go, so it's either now or never. But it's he's lived his whole life there. He has a best friend, which he could have taken with him, technically, too.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That was fucked up.
Yeah, it's I have to leave you now. It's why can't he go with you? Okay, maybe space isn't really the best environment for him, but hell, Han and Chewie make it work pretty damn well.
I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
Wookiees are probably a little more hardy, but, still, same idea, you know.
No, it is. Yeah, it was really sad that he didn't take him with him. I was like, oh, wow, fuck you, Brimley. Fuck you, diabetes.
Yeah.
One thing I need to mention as well, by the way, one good thing, actually, one good and one bad. Good thing, I'm happy that even though she got caught by the leader, they were still able to immediately transition that into, they're settling it now. I was worried because they had a lot of time on the clock, they were actually going to have, take her back to the fucking castle.
Right.
And then just go, no, we have to storm it again. Because movies have done that before. They've done the whole, okay, we got a little teaser fight, and now we're going to have her kidnapped, and then the real one will be later. Star Wars has done that shit. Right? You look at episode 2, right, where they had the fight in the Coliseum, and you're like, oh, wow, it's going to be the main fight. It's going to be a big fight. No, that was just a little tease. We're flying over here. We're kind of cutting this tension short, and we're going to continue it a bit later. So I'm happy they just transitioned it immediately. What I'm saying is, I'm happy that they had that long fight scene, and then immediately, even though she was taken, she was quote-unquote captured, kidnapped, whatever, it wasn't and I'm taking you back to the castle, and then they'll have to find you there. No, it's just, trade me for this now.
Yeah.
We're getting this thing going. We're not taking these fucking breaks. Bad thing. His weakness that, unless I missed something, you were paying a lot more attention than I might have been, maybe. It did not seem like his weakness was a weakness that we knew about.
Yeah.
So we lucked out up until we actually see his fucking transformation. It's oh, God, children, don't look at it. It's him.
Okay.
It's
so you were just as
nightmare.
lost as I was.
Well,
no.
because it looked like it was a weakness. Like, it looked like if you were playing a video game, that would be the giant, shiny, glowing eye or something,
the big red dot on his chest. Huh, wonder what that does. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is that it wasn't really talked about. It was just like, oh, thank goodness we lucked out.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. No, I was pretty confused about that too. I'm like, okay, so they hit the shiny spot and the ring is reacting and now he's, oh, good God. Okay, well. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think there was any hint to that being like, oh, if this gets disrupted, I explode.
Yeah. But
the
transformation scene, though, was fucking amazing. Like, that was
it was
nightmare.
fucking cool. I have no idea why it happened, but it was fucking cool.
I was like, just look away. Just fucking look away. Jesus Christ. I
was kind of interested. I was like, I wonder what effect they're going to go for. Is he going to explode? Is he going to burst into flame? Is he going to turn to dust?
Usually it's flame or dust, right? And it's just like, no, he fucking turned into stone-ish. But, like, just the way he turned and just the way his face, oh, my God, it was done so well. It was so horrifying.
Yeah.
I have to commend them on that. Again, fucking loved it. But, yeah, so here we are. We're at the end of our show. Anything, by the way, unless there is anything you want to say before we end the show. Anything you want to say at all, Tristan?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I had my piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we can put Ewoks to bed. Or the special to bed.
Yeah, the special, yeah, because I'm like, there's a series.
I got bad news for you, Tristan.
I was like, we're doing 2 more episodes on these because you don't want to do one full episode. Also, Padme, she died during childhood. No, Ewoks, no!
No!
Your wife, dead, no! Ewoks! Your wife died.
Yeah, that's me right now.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, yeah, because, again, I would do 1 episode of Ewoks, the series, but you don't want to watch all 39 for 1 episode, so you are okay with doing 2 episodes, 1 based on each season. That's on you.
Oh.
That's on you. That's on you and your Force God.
Well, maybe we should have the listeners vote on it.
I don't think we need to ask him that. Or her. Depending on the episode. Or them. We shouldn't exclude anyone or them. It could be anyone. But only one per. It could be any one. No, but seriously, we'd like to thank you all for listening in, as always, through some of our insanity and some of the insane stuff that we watch, What's interesting is everyone always, the phrase, the song, started from the bottom, now we're here. It's like the reverse. It's like started from quality, now we're here. It's like started from the top, now we're here. Like, because if you noticed, only minus one anomaly in the in the Christmas/holiday special that was so bad it's just like, really we should do that last in terms of quality and being terrible. But so minus that one anomaly, it's just like we really have gone down. I mean, we did 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3. Family Guy special somewhere in there also is an anomaly, by the way. But we did 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3. These specials. Oh, we did Droids, which was not as bad as these specials. Had a weird quaintness, very weird, very quaint. Kind of bad at some points, but still, right? And Droids, and then this, and I can only assume Ewoks will be lower. Can only assume the Ewoks animated series will be lower. But again,
only hope.
I love it. Just our last hope. Like this is
a no hope.
This is the hope. Yeah, a new hope.
Hope.
It's shitty. Yeah, the no hope. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
N-O, not N-E-W.
Yep. None.
Anyway, so again, thank you all for listening in. We're gonna end the show. Before we do, of course, as always, we talk about some of our social media stuff. But I want to mention some new things that we have here, right? Not just some of our old websites, and social media stuff. Some new things we have that some of you might not know about. TG News that you can find by searching TG Productions on YouTube. Nerd News Show, right, that we do every week. Film every Wednesday, release every Thursday morning. So check out TG News, 3 episodes so far, 4th on the way. Finally got green screen. So Woo! I'm not saying that's going to make the jokes funny, but by God, our production value, I can't say it's doubled because here's the problem with saying things like, oh, the production value is doubled or tripled or quadrupled. When you're starting off with 0, you will always end up with 0. But all jokes aside, damn it, does this green screen look great. So we have green screen for TG News. Sadly, no Satish Ram tomorrow, though we will be having him via satellite. But it'll be a fun show, is the point. So again, TG News, check that out by searching up TG Productions. Also, Those Guys Play, new episodes coming out this week for Season 2, you can find on YouTube by searching up Those Guys Play. Those Guys Play being a show that, being the channel, but also being the Season 1 and Season 2 that you've been a part of, Tristan. Season 1, you and I played Hot Wheels Turbo Racing, Pets Crazy Monkeys. We played Luigi's Mansion for Halloween. We also played Star Wars Battlefront for Thanksgiving, which was hilarious. And we even branched it off into our own series called Those Guys Play Star Wars Battlefront, right? Which we've done, and it's been very interesting, Tristan. A lot of twists and turns, a lot of things that we can't talk about yet. We can't talk about just yet. But why are you even here right now?
I don't know.
You can find out what's going on with Matt and Tristan and Anthony on Those Guys Play Star Wars Battlefront. Dun dun, man. But there's also, you and I have also, we also have an episode coming up for Season 2 that we can't talk about just yet, but we will say has dinosaurs. So that's a good thing. Has dinosaurs, also has steel. What? Steel dinosaurs? No. But no, honestly though, it's been what? No. But seriously, it's been nice having you on. We also have, you coming on later in the season as well. And I mean, so far what we've had for Season 2 is we've had myself and we've had Satish Ram. Newest episode is us playing WCW Backstage Assault for the PS1. And again, a lot more on the way. Also, we have Matt Beats Games from his childhood, which involves me being Matt, beating games from my childhood. The first series that I'm doing is Mega Man X, so you can check that out as well every Monday for a release. And we have ourselves merchandise. That's right, merchandise. CafePress.com/TGOTR merchandise. And you can buy a whole bunch of different shirts for Those Guys on the Radio. And Those Guys Play in different kind of, very cool fonts, change-ups and stuff like that. So again, you can definitely buy Those Guys Play, Those Guys on the Radio merchandise, and some other funny quotes that we've said on the show as well through CafePress.com/TGOTR merchandise or Screened.com/TGP merchandise. Screen.com, Screened spelled SKREENED.com. So and again, you can also find our websites as always, Facebook. You can find our main website, thoseguysontheradio.tumblr.com, our Facebook at /thoseguysontheradio, our Twitter at @thoseguysradio, our Instagram at /thoseguysontheradio, and you can find us on iTunes as well by searching up Those Guys or Those Guys on the Radio, and of course our YouTube channel being Those Guys on the Radio, and our Gmail, which you can email us, thoseguysontheradio@gmail.com, if you want us to promote your product or your service or whatever it might be on our show, or if you want to email us about different shows that we can do, hey, do this show, do that show, or if you want to just say hi, like, hi, Those Guys, you suck, I hate you, and we would tell you that we would say thank you because you said something to us. So we're at this point in the show. We're done. We would like to thank you all. I rambled, but I had a lot to talk about. As did you. Trying to stick or what? You want to say something? Want to be a big man?
No.
Want to be a big man?
I've got nothing left.
Oh, good God, I'm so sorry. Jesus, what am I doing to my friends? Jesus.
I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm so sorry, Jesus. Okay, so we're going to end things here. I'm going to let you recover for a little bit.
Okay, for a little bit, till next week.
Yeah, until next week. So, dear God, I might give you a week off. I don't know. I'm a little scared.
Oh, God.
Anyway, you take care, Tristan. You take care of yourself. Okay,
May the
good.
Force be with you. And yub,
and
yub,
also
Commander.
with all of you. Yeah, good night, everyone. Take care of yourself, Tristan.
You too.